Hello and welcome back to Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. I'm playing a Barachi Frost Mage. Pretty exciting. Um, we just got to the lair and we just explored a labyrinth, a gauntlet. I don't remember what they're called. The place with the Minotaur. And we got some pretty decent uh artifact weapons. Mostly this. The dagger's nice too. Um, I mean, we got a Tower Shield of Resistance, which would be nice. Not now, because I don't have the training for it, but maybe later. Um, let's continue on. Apparently we picked up a manual of unarmed combat at some point, too. Right, we're training Earth to get that castable. And then there's theoretically another thing we want castable. Pass Wall would be nice. Lee's Rapid Deconstruction. And then eventually Permafrost, since we know both Ice and Earth. Yeah. Seems like a plan. I think, put a little into spellcasting to get more, spell levels so that we can actually learn those spells. And then we're still putting points into Invo. We can probably stop that for now. We don't even have access to the thing that I wanted to use. It is nice that we don't have a failure rate on healing ourselves. Okay. Let us continue to explore. So I think in general, the Logitang is going to have the best damage rating. That's a damage rating of 30. It does have a -3 on accuracy. So it might be a little harder to hit than, say, the dagger, which is +6. So that's a difference of 9. If we're walking around, maybe the spear is good because it has electric resistance and fire resistance on it. You might run into an eel or something. Alright, let's check out the rest of this floor. Killer bee comes into view. Didn't see where it was. There it is. Here comes the bees again. Feel sick. Where'd my other bee friend go? There's a blade talisman. That's for blade hands, which we don't know any shapeshifting, and our shapeshifting aptitude isn't like amazing, so it's not bad though. Here's a black bear. That should be fine to do that too. We have a ego robe. It's a robe of positive energy. We will pick it up. We have a ring of evasion. What's our ring situation? We have an int stealth ring. Is that better than slaying or protection? It might be better than slaying at this point since we have such highly enchanted weapons anyway. Does it meaningfully increase the power of some of these spells? It's like Stone Arrow's at 32%. If I put on the Ring of Good, the Ring of the Good, we go to 40%. What did I say it was? 32? Oop. Cancel out of the menu. Put on Slaying, right? I feel stupid. Spells, 32. 3d9. Put on the Ring of the Good. Spells, 3d9. Doesn't seem to make a huge difference. It does get ramparts up to 100%. But we'll keep the slaying for now. I think the slaying's better. Oh, it does have stealth on it though. Does that give me to like 3 pips of stealth? It does. Could be worth it. We'll try it out. We have a boulder beetle. These have high AC, but otherwise aren't that bad. When they roll into you, it really hurts. So we'll get out an ice. Where did the boulder beetle go? Found you. In general, we would prefer not to get rolled into by one of those. That's what really hurts, in my experience. We'll see if we can take this thing. Yeah, not much to do there. Yeah, we gotta move so that we don't get petrified. Okay, we got petrified, but we did kill it. Stack of Earth. Like theoretically, but we can't carry around that many staves. The main reason I carry around these I already have a Staff of Earth anyway. The main reason I carry around staves that, I mean, I'm casting Earth spells, or will be casting Earth spells, but the main reason I carry around staves is for the resistances. Alright, so that's floor 1. It looks like we have sort of a Spriggan beehive. I don't really understand that, but we don't have a, we don't need to be carrying around a blade talisman, by the way. We don't have a digging wand, so we can't get through this translucent rock wall. I don't think you can pass wall through it either. Well, I don't have the spell on the right. I haven't memorized pass wall apparently, so let's memorize that. Change that to P. That P. Okay, you can pass wall through it. I would land on a Spriggan, which is a bit awkward. Can I pass wall through that too? Fascinating. Okay. We're in. A lot of little Spriggan boys in here. Why are there so many Spriggans in the beehive? We're not sure. Alright. How we doing? Fascinating. Alright, so what was in the Spriggan beehive? Nothing much. A ton of robes and rapiers, a staff of air, which gives the electric resistance, but I have like a ton of sources of that anyway. Okay. Pass wall got me in the Spriggan beehive. Nothing of note there. Alright, let's go down a level. Alright, a couple baddies here. Let's call in our Ice Beast. Back up a couple here. Put on our armor. Okay, we've got some incoming yaks. We are poisoned. But we're alright. Frog here. Got a snake coming at us. We will rampart it. We're getting petrified. Alright. Some wolves. A ton of rats. Hell rats. Alright. We'll set up a little kill corner here. Anyone else? A Pharaoh Ant. 43 damage, drain life. Those hit hard. Wow. Wow. Yeah, that really hits hard. Okay. Scorpion. Not too bad. Another scorpion. Just tab through those. Get Rampart on again. Okay. So we've maxed on Earth. Does that mean that we can learn Lee's Rapid Deconstruction, which could be a nice AoE spell. And eventually Permafrost Eruption will be castable, like pretty soon actually. Okay, so we should learn Lee's once we finish this fight here. Maybe Ice and Earth to get that other castable. How are we doing on defenses? We're okay. Let's let's memorize Lee's. So this is a spell that you select a wall and it blows up around it. 3d15, pretty good damage. It does have an issue getting through AC, but that's what we have Stone Arrow for. Let's get spellcasting up again, and then change... Get like 3 in Conjuration, just to make Stone Arrow a little more useful. Pretty low cost for that. And a Ring of Strength, probably don't ever need it, so we'll just drop it. There'll be better things for that slot. Back up a little bit. Okay. Don't fight things without the ice. Understood. Orkbo, we got a Black Mamba. A Scarf in there, which is kind of interesting. Gargoyle Hunter. Not right now. Maybe later. That's a nice place to use it. It's like everything. Got the Wyvern's attention by casting Ice Beast. Apparently a pretty loud spell. Okay, so that got Stone Arrow down to 1%, and it's 84% power, so that feels pretty good. 15, maybe? That castable. Yeah, so that's Lee's Rapid Deconstruction. Just blows up a rock wall. It used to be able to, like, destroy walls, but then it was too strong. Because you could use it to get into things. My legs feel stronger. We're gonna move so that Sky Shark doesn't see us. I'm gonna wait here. Lee's. Sky Shark almost certainly hurt us at this point. Yeah, so there's the Sky Shark. Let's bring this guy out. Let's blow that up. Didn't do much. Ramparts, AC. Okay, he's dead. The Sky Shark can, like, rampage when it tastes blood, I guess. Amamon, the Diabolical Poisoner. I thought it was gonna be Prisoner, but no, it's Poisoner. Okay, he's got, like, Interesting. So he can slow you with poison. He also has a buddy, an orange demon. Oops, I moved towards him. I wanted to look. They have a sting attack, and they have like oh, I thought these were reaching, but maybe they're not. Maybe that's some other demon that can reach with its poison sting. But anyway, he also has abjuration, so it's possible that if I cast Ice Beast here, he might just immediately get rid of it. Okay, he's summoned some scorpions. We now have an ability to hop farther, which is cool. Let's back up into this corner. Get that popping. Let's turn on our armor. And start trying to stab this guy. The orange demon's venom grows more potent. So he increased the poison of that demon. Okay, yeah. I really got poisoned. I see that. Just to be safe, we're going to purify that. We don't need to take that much poison damage. Okay, yeah. That was a good choice because there was a many monsters on their heel. Put on our armor. Stabby, stabby. Okay. A frog. Great. There's a demon whip. I'm not allowed to use it because I have a good god. So, otherwise, pretty good weapon. I guess you could bless it if you worshipped. It's one of the other good gods, Zen or something. Okay, so this is tempting. This poison resist cloak. In fact, it's just strictly better than my current cloak. Now we have a pip of poison resist, even if we're not wielding the Staff of Alchemy. So we can probably get rid of the Staff of Alchemy, because we don't need that anymore. And since we have a decent cloak, we'll enchant that to +2 to get our other AC. Great. How are we doing on permafrost? Very close. So we'll have that online pretty soon. Great. Another sky shark. Took care of him. Got the rat what was unaware. Put on the armor here. No biggie. Another... Looks like we got drained at some point. Probably by the hell rat. Our god can fix that with purification, but... This is a good corner to be in, I think. Okay, crocodiles are a little scary for us because they can drag us, which get rid of Rampart. So we should be, Looks like this guy's petrifying me. We'll get a bunch of AC so that we... Okay, this rat is... kicking my ass. A lot of scrolls. Orb of Light. And a Robe of Resistance. Now that's pretty tempting. What's our current robe do? Willpower? Yeah, so a Robe of Resistance is giving us a pip of fire and cold, both. It puts us down to 0 will. And we don't really have another source of will, do we? Maybe the willpower robe is correct, but we'll have that as a swap in case. We have a lot of potential armor swaps here. I mean, I think at this point the Steam Dragon Sails are never going to do it for us. Everything else is potentially useful. Ring of Fire. Oh, we picked up an Amulet of Reflection at some point. That's cool. So that gives us, it looks like a few more shield, and then also when we get ranged attacks at us, we will reflect them sometimes. And that'll pair very well with a tower shield eventually. We have an unknown god and a rock wall blocking it. Okay. So that was that. There's a pair of boots on this floor. Oh, we already have boots though. Are there gloves in this game? No. Are there helmets in this game? Absolutely not. Okay. Those would be nice to have. Let's travel downward in the lair again. And maybe let's figure out some potions. 2 potions of enlightenment. I think I'm going to read a couple of my scrolls just so that we know what they are. That was a blink. Okay, so I wasted a blink. And that's poison. Okay. So we've got yet another poison scroll. And then the rest of our scrolls are one-offs, and so are our potions. And so there's not much point in drinking or reading those. The only exception is like a potion of experience, which would have an immediate good effect, but they're very rare. Likewise, a scroll of acquirement, immediate good effect, but very rare. So let us continue. Okay, we got some elephants. We'll stay back here. I think like right... We kind of want to be in a corner here, I think, because the elephants push you back, and you can't get pushed back if you're in a corner. Yeah, so that worked out pretty well. We have ways of dealing with large packs of enemies like that. I think this corner is even better. You're sort of stuck back there, but you're not fighting as many at a time. We're gonna shout, just pull these guys down. Get our ice beast out there for a little more damage. Cool. Okay, that's great. We now have a source of will that isn't our armor. So we'll put that ring on. That's almost certainly better than this other artifact ring, and in fact, I don't think we'll ever use that ring again. Get out of here. I'm trying to inventory. That gets us to 2 pips of will. I tend to... I don't know. There's some case to be made that will is important because it stops you from getting confused and paralyzed, etc. Well, paralyzation is like the real scary one. There's also abyss is pretty scary, but like confusion and stuff can be removed with purification. So not as scary for me as it is for some characters. Can I learn permafrost? I sure can. So let's start learning both of these. Or just ice, maybe, to get permafrost even stronger. Let's learn permafrost. Alright. So we have permafrost. What's the... miscast? 26 cold damage? Okay, yeah, we're not casting that yet. that can really wreck my health bar. What was I considering here? I think, right, so now that we have willpower on our armor, I think potentially going to a robe of resistance is nice. Because then now we're sitting with 2 fire, 1, well, okay, one of the fire is from my spear. Oh, the spear doesn't have a resist electricity, it does electricity damage, got it. I have another weapon that has resist electricity, right? Yeah, the scimitar. Okay, great. So yeah, now pretty good resistances. We also have negative resistance from the ring. 1 willpower pip. We would like more, but we don't currently have it. Yeah, I think this is pretty good. Seems to be an improvement. In my... often at the end of the layer, there are enemies that do elemental damage, like an ice dragon or a fire dragon, so that'll be helpful for that situation too. We do have stone arrow that I haven't been using very much, so we can do that. It's not as positioning dependent as my other spells are. Alright, we got a toad. Takes care of that. Put the ice down. Hit him with a few stone arrows. Put the ice down. Well, that was rude. Another amulet up there. I'm curious. An amulet of faith. Okay, we don't really need that. It can be useful, but we're not currently like running out of piety with our god, so if we fail this doesn't use the piety, right? Anyway, that's what I start training Invo for, I think. We can begin training Invo again. We have a scroll of identity. Well, okay. We've identified torment. Usually, not something you read willingly, but sometimes you do. Ring of positive energy. Do I want this? I don't want a poison dart, so we'll take it. Alright. Dragon. Ouchie. Got him. Okay. Rupert, a great reason to have willpower. You see he's got a paralyze, very scary. And I cannot, while paralyzed, ask my god to unparalyze me. So I can deal with confusion, but not with paralyze. Beyond that, he has Berserk, which is very scary. And I think we should basically not fight Rupert. I think it's going to be a terrible idea. I'm kind of tempted to switch to the willpower. Armor in case we wake him up on accident. I kind of just don't even want to go in that direction, though. So let's explore everything else before we accidentally wake up Rupert. Like we have a few yaks. Great. We're on the last floor of the lair. There should be some, like, vault somewhere. I've not seen it, but... Oh, this is maybe the one with a middle vault, since there's this big area in the middle here that I currently haven't investigated. Got some more identified scrolls, which is nice. That's immolation. This is resistance. That's a nice one to know. Okay, I like our positioning here if we go down here. Put our armor on. And then just start stabbing. Perfect. Yeah, the Ice Elementalist is very good at standing our ground. Okay, this is a Hydra. It only has 5 heads, but you see each head gets an 18 damage attack. Cold tends to be good against Hydra. Actually, how does Permafrost Eruption work? Ancient cold lurking in the earth to emerge violently. The force of its emergence blasts rocks from the ceiling, smashing into the target with unavoidable force. The cold itself is brief but unbearably bitter, bypassing armor entirely as it freezes the target and their neighbors. 2 times 4d7. Oh, so this is not a targeted spell. It just kind of blows up on things. Interesting. There's maybe some overlap between Lee's Rapid and Permafrost. Lee's Rapid should mess this guy up, by the way, because he has no AC. Let's just hit him with a flame to wake him up, and then we'll be blowing him up as he goes past the wall. There you go. A Molten Gargoyle up there. It's maybe a good time to put on our Robe of Resistance. And maybe even put on our Ring of Fire instead of Protection. There's our Molten Gargoyle. Can I cast Lee's Rapid on... Okay, you can't just cast it directly on a Gargoyle. Great. They have a lot of AC. Probably not going to work to just smack it with Lee's Rapid. So we'll back up here. We'll get him sort of in range. It looks like we have a Basilisk coming up behind us. Can I Mind Burst a Gargoyle? Maybe. I'm going to move forward. Put on our armor. Alright. Normally Molten Gargoyle's pretty scary, but since we have so much fire resist from that little combo there, it's not too bad. Okay, let's not get poisoned to death. Teleport Scroll. Okay, we're getting close to Rupert territory. We've got a Molten Gargoyle coming at us. We'll set up here. Yeah. So imagine those, instead of doing 20% of that damage, did, you know, more. No good. Okay. So I think we're safe to just, like, ignore this corner entirely. We really don't want anything to do with Rupert. Alright. And yeah, so this is a fire ending, it looks like. There might be a fire dragon in here. I think behind the door, actually, is usually where it's at. There's some, like, hell hogs in there. Remind me what a hell hog does again? Oh, it has fireball? Yikes. Alright. On our armor, rampart. Pretty simple. We're currently flying because of our spear. Got some hellhounds. They just have fire breath. Apparently that has range. I didn't know really that hellhounds had a ranged attack, but okay. Lindworm's pretty scary. So is that. Maybe it's time for a Permafrost Eruption. Oh, I failed. Permafrost hit there. Permafrost hit there. Pretty good spell. Did a lot of damage. Take care of the Wyvern. We don't know why, but we're, like, exploring every little nook and cranny here. Okay, so this ending does not have a fire dragon. Instead, it has 2 hell hogs. 3d20 damage is a lot, but we're only taking 20% of that, so it might be okay. Thoroughly explore everything else before we take a tango with the hell hogs. Komodo dragon. All right. What do we get for this? Two unknown scrolls. Could be acquirement. I think we can take on Hellhogs. We'll start with that. So we'll put on our armor here. We will summon an ice beast. We will start ramparts, and then we'll open the door. Then we'll zap them with... Apparently we can't permafrost eruption. Maybe because they're too close to me? Oh, because it's centered on a monster and they're both adjacent to me. I see. You can Lee's rapid deconstruction. You got to be very careful, though, because we don't want to hit our ice beast. Our god will get very mad about that. How are Hellhogs on cold resistance? They have infinite fire resistance, but no cold resistance to speak of. So I honestly don't think these will be too bad. We'll just like Stone Arrow one of them. Or both of them. Great. Not a problem. Right, so 2 scrolls. What potions don't we know? Ambrosia, Berserk, Experience, Haste, Invisibility, Might. Interesting. I'm going to read one of these scrolls. It's Vulnerability. Okay. So what scrolls don't we know? Acquirement, Brand, Noise, and Silence. And we don't have any of those. Okay, great. What are we dropping to pick up a Vulnerability scroll? They're not terribly useful for me. Maybe I'm not picking them up. I don't have any, like, hexes I'm really doing. So, do I really need to have the willpower of something? Not particularly. I mean, the one way is via wands, but... Alright, let's take off our Ring of Fire and put Protection back on. And otherwise, I think our resists are fine. Alright, so that was the lair, pretty quick. Lair used to be a lot longer. It used to be like 7 floors or something, but they shortened a lot of the floors in the game, and I think for good reason. They're sort of just right. You'd rather have like spiky, interesting floors than more not interesting floors. So it makes sense to me. Do we train any throwing? I don't particularly think we need throwing. It has permafrost. Permafrost can get up to 40-21. I read this wrong the first time. 2 times 4d7. That's actually a lot of damage. I was reading it as like 2 times 2d7. But yeah, 47 is a good amount of damage. Okay. Got it. It's interesting that Stone Arrow is quiet. Passwall's silent. Useful as for a thief. Alright, so let's leave the lair. The way I usually do that is I say go, lair, and then 0, which means the entrance to the lair. So there you go. Now we're at the entrance to the lair. What was I marking off before over here? Oh yeah, there were some scary things that don't seem terribly scary anymore. I would like the Scroll of Fog. I think we put this weapon away. We currently, like, to use it, we can't fast swap to it. We would have to take our buckler off, which seems goofy. Take care of the Wraith. There's an Acid Dragon. That's kind of scary for us, to be honest. Okay. Just camp out here. Keep our armor cast up. The Steam Dragon. Skeletal Warrior. We should be able to deal with this guy now. They have a lot of AC, if I remember correctly, right? Yeah, they do. Ton of AC. Didn't know it's permafrost. Okay, does decent damage. I can't see because they steamed me out. Alright, we took out the Skeletal Warrior. Took out the Steam Dragon. An Orc Priest we're going to hide from. Okay, Boulder Beetle is going to run into our summon. We do not want Mr. Boulder Beetle to run into us. That's the part that hurts. They're really annoying, though, because they blink. Alright, it's dead. Great. A Grand Grimoire. Can't read that. That's illegal. Yeah, another Blade Talisman. I feel like we've seen a ton of those. Okay, Phantom Mirror is very good. Even without much evocation, because you can copy a powerful unique. It'll be a little drained, but like for one, it kills Hydras almost instantly, so that's nice. Not that we have a huge problem with Hydras. What do I want to get rid of here? For right now, enchant weapon's not doing much for us. If we ever have something to enchant, we can come back. Alright, we got a Hornet. Not a big deal. Did I just open a vault? Interesting. We'll put on our Ring of Positive Energy. What is this? Okay, that's a Spectral Centaur that's doing almost nothing, so never mind. Oh, here's our friend. You Stone Arrow him. I probably should have put the armor on, but we got there. We can take that exclusion off now. Get some potions of mutation. Alright, cool. Dungeon level 9 shows the power of waiting to do things until later. Okay. We probably do not want to be here. What do you do again? The Thunderous? You call down lightning. Yeah, so I think if we're fighting you, we're wielding the lightning resist item. However, you're sleeping right now. I'm like half tempted to just permafrost eruption. But I don't know. That might be unwise. Let's exclude it. I don't... Okay, they all shouted, so we did not succeed in not waking them up, so it doesn't... the exclusions aren't particularly going to matter because those guys are going to be on the move. Okay, so this situation here, I think we wait until there are more around us. We just pull them upstairs and we freeze them. I think that's fine. Pull you up again. Stairs are your friend and crawl. Let's read our scroll of identify. Ambrosia. Potentially useful in a pinch. There's a nice, like, combo with my god where if I don't have enough magic to heal myself, I could drink ambrosia and then purify the confusion and then heal myself. Here's a scroll. How many scrolls don't we know? 4. Okay. Brand weapon, noise, silence. I don't want to waste silence. We'll drop our Staff of Earth. We're not using that thing. We're very likely not using that thing. Well, certainly not using it. Hello. You got Molten Gargoyles. We're putting on our Ring of Fire again. Probably over willpower this time. We'll cast Permafrost. Nice. We'll do Permafrost again. Great. Oh, interesting. We've almost certainly pulled up the Band of Ogres, huh? Yes. How's your AC? Not that high. So, like, Lee's Rapid Deconstruction might be pretty good. Let's call in our Ice Beast buddy. Put on our armor. Alright. Not bad. Okay, we got hurt really hard by a spiked club. I'm starting to regret this fight. I think a Potion of Magic is in order. Then we zap this. Then we heal self. Alright. Hit you with some stone arrows. Great. Okay, Divine Vigor's down to 17%. Permafrost still not castable without some danger, but not too bad. Got a Wraith coming in. You're slow, okay. Quick way to deal with Yaks. Scroll of Identify, we will read it off the ground. Scroll of Noise. Okay, that's pretty useless. I don't know why I would ever use a Scroll of Noise when I can just shout. I mean, there's like maybe a weird edge case there where I'm like silenced, maybe, but I don't know whenever. I don't know why I would like. Well, Scroll of Noise would also be silenced, I think, so. Or it can't be read anyway. I don't know. Anyway. We still haven't found gloves, huh? Or a helmet? Alright, we did have a helmet, but it was not a good helmet. Yeah, we'd like those. Do we know where Orc is? Not yet. Okay. Downward. We have a troll. Apparently an invisible enemy. Likely a, unseen horror. Yeah, it's moving like a bat, so We'll back up here. We'll cast Permafrost here. Or not Permafrost, but Rampart. And we'll just start swinging. Actually, let's move back one. Put the Rampart on again. And just keep reaching in this vague direction. Okay, we got it. We would like a source of See Invisible if we could get it, but... I don't think it exists in my game right now. A new amulet. Maybe Acrobat. Regen. Okay. Is Regen better than Reflection? I think right now, yes. Because there aren't that many ranged enemies shooting me right now. Another scroll of Identify. Ring of Ice. I do think we want that. In which case, maybe our Staff of Cold is pointless, or maybe not. What's our power level on our ice spells? That's actually an interesting question. If I have this equipped, does Permafrost do significant more damage? 2 times 49. 2 times 47. It's not like... I mean, it's significant, but... Do I really need a Ring of Ice? I'd prefer not to waste a haste potion. I was going to just drink my potion to make room for it, but I don't think that's right. Let's get rid of, like, our Ring of Evasion for a Ring of Ice. Okay. There's a Cyclops, and now we would like our Amulet of Reflection on. That's going to take too much time to switch to. Okay. Let's Permafrost him. Move up a bit. Great. A Wand of Roots. Okay, that's pretty decent. We don't need our Scroll of Amnesia right now. Three Lig Potions. We don't currently have Lig Potions in our inventory, but we know about them, which is interesting. There's our Potion of Haste. I'm glad I didn't drink that. Let's see. It's unlikely we're ever wearing 2 positive energy rings, but... I guess now that I know that N+++ is no negative energy damage, maybe I'm like... Maybe that is more appealing. Because we could get there. Alright, there's a ring that does it, and there's another ring that does it. And there's a robe. You would really have to, like, plan ahead for that. I'm thinking maybe Torment. I never used Torment offensively, although you can always do the trick of, like, lignifying yourself, then reading Torment. Which is pretty strong. Lig turns you into a tree and makes you Torment immune. At least I'm pretty sure that's how that works. Resistant to poison, immune to torment. Yeah, it explicitly calls that out. I've just got so much stuff. Probably don't need the potion of might. I think it's more likely we need positive energy than might. Okay. Great. Okay, we may have found the entrance to Orc because there are some orcs here. That was not the case. Okay. Great. That was dungeon level 11. Here's a Cyclops. Also a Deep Elf Pyromancer. A lot of fire spells. Our Ring of Fire is still on, which is a mistake, but... Alright. Let's go back up the stairs. I think we actually want our Reflection Amulet on. Gives us more shielding. Oh, there is Orc here. Okay, great. Gives us more shielding. Ooh, we found a hat. That's so exciting. Alright, kill the Pyromancer. We have a hat. We can't carry it. I'd say drop our javelins, but we don't really have a smite targeted thing, do we? Oh, we have permafrost, but it's not targetable. This dagger's probably pointless. Put on the hat. It's not going to do much in that it doesn't give me any AC. Because it has a base armor rating of 0. So maybe it's not worth taking the hat. I could enchant it. Do I have enchant armor? I guess I don't. Okay, so that's pointless for now. Let's just permafrost this nerd. Okay, apparently I cannot permafrost this nerd. What's the... It's a range problem, I guess? Okay. Carry you. We have a centaur. Yeah, so later dungeon floors do tend to have more ranged attackers, so. Like there, for instance. Hit you with stone arrow. Sure. We should move up. So we don't get smote. Just a bunch of stone arrows. Cyclops will permafrost you again. Bada bing, bada boom. We got a mosquito. Fair enough. Got another Cyclops. More permafrost. Great. Scroll of Amnesia, we're ignoring those for now. Permafrost maybe on the Cyclops. It's gonna make a lot of noise, and it feels like we're in a vault here. Oh yeah, we're definitely in a vault. Look at this giant. Like let's maybe save this for later, huh? Can I stone arrow you from here? I can. Great. Centaur Warrior Simulacrum. Lots of cold damage. So this is a great time to take off your Ring of Fire. Okay, now we've got double cold resist. We're happy about that. Let's, these are cold immune, right? Yeah, they are. Just shoot, stone arrows at it. Great. Stone arrow at the Cyclops. Guess the Cyclops has fled. Almost dead. Let's get into here. Stone arrow on the Acid Dragon. Alright. try to, I said I didn't want to do the vault yet, so let's try not to do that. Great. Let's, okay, yep. Okay, yep. Very exciting, little exploding altar there. Level 15, let's put more in int. Okay, permafrost, getting pretty powerful. Ice magic almost costs as much as earth magic at this point. But we'll keep training it a little bit. 17. Sculpt Simulacrum we cannot learn because that's evil. It's evil to turn corpses into ice. Earth, we don't really have much else to learn here. We could, like, lead us liquefaction. It's kind of only good with ranged characters. I guess we could eventually be ranged. We just haven't found a ranged weapon we like. Yeah, they're all pretty vanilla. Yeah, we'll get that to 17 and then see where we sit from there. In terms of, like, very powerful spells, we could get Orb of Destruction, although I'm not convinced we need it. Yeah, like, we kind of have the good spells. We could learn Swiftness and train air enough to be able to cast it. That could help a little bit in terms of, like, running from stuff. Although, again, I don't know how fast my character is. While running. While swift. Interesting. Okay. Immolation. Great. Let's do this vault, and then... Ink Potion. It's either Berserk Experience or Invis. I'm like... Okay, we have Identify here, so we can make that work. Get Owned, Manticore. Get Barbed itself. We're gonna have to drop something here so that we can pick up the potion, so that we can read this for the potion. Invisibility, okay. Time out. How does the new Enlightenment potion work? Lifts up the body and gives them will. Okay, the will is nice. The flying is not necessary because I fly every time I equip my spear. But, okay. What do we need the least? It's a revolving door of choices. I mean, we don't need mutation for now. We can get it later if we need it. Air, we don't really need. Okay. We have a weird little vault there. Very interesting. Yeah. Okay. Kill you. Kill you next. A lot of stone arrow. This guy has fire, so we'll put our ring of fire back on. We're kind of out of magic. So maybe we're equipping like a dagger and stabbing you. Great. We've been barbed. We've been barbed twice. Can't quite reach you. We're gonna Wand of Light you, because you're annoying. Yeah. Great. I think we're gonna heal self, or... We're maybe gonna blind you, too. We're, like, sort of not interested in fighting either of you fairly. Alright, our Ice Beast won the fight. Great. Scroll of Fog. Sure. We have a Wraith approaching. We will stab it. Heal wounds is nice. Laughing Skull, Bolt of Draining. Okay. Let's put on our rings. Now we have 2 negative energy. We could even get 3 with this. Okay, now Skull, not scary. There's some other things that are scary in here, but not the Skull. Let's do that. Let's do Permafrost. Permafrost again. Stone Arrow. Our Ice Magic has made it. Let's just put it in Fighting for now. Stone Arrow on that guy. Stab, 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 stab. Yikes. Okay. So maybe our Ring of Fire needs to come back. Or we recast this. Recast this. Put our Ring of Fire on. It's a Bogart. Oh my god. The Bogart is getting away. Can we hit it with a Wand of Flame? Potentially. Okay, we killed it. Ow. Okay, Slime Creature hurts. Heal self. Start doing that. Heal self again. Ouchie. Alright, let's back up. Great. What are we wearing? Just some nonsense. Let's put on this, Oh, I didn't realize that resisted corrosion. What have we been wearing? The Robe of Resistance. I think that's correct. We can take off... Or, like, let's put on... Protection again. Over the Ring of Fire. Great. Int... Okay, that's a good ring, in that it gives us a source of See Invisible. We've got so much inventory pressure. I want all of it. I doubt we're using our Ring of Slaying. There's another ring here, too. Will +2, Strength +2, See Invisible. Okay, that can replace maybe our other ring. RN, Will, Strength. Or, like, this is just strictly better than that. It's not strictly better, but, like, the 8N... Well, the 8N is a lot. Timeout. How much does that 8N affect my spells? Right now, we got, like, 3d15 on Lee's. We've got 2 times 4d8 on Permafrost. If we put on 8-int ring... 3d18, 2 times 4d9. It's certainly improved, but it's not, like, massive. Yeah. So I think just drop that ring. then always wear this ring because it's got a lot of will. And now I think we're kind of we're pretty happy with that. And probably drop the protection ring at this point. Not many cases will swap to that. Okay. Oh, hello. There's an incredible amulet here. All right, we've invalidated these choices for our amulets too, because we found, no, not the Scimitar of Flaming. Where's this other amulet? Oh, we're carrying it. Great. RF +2 regen and strength. And so that's giving us a ton of RF. At this point, we can probably drop our Ring of Fire. Well, we'll keep it. Just in case we want to swap to something with it later. Where are we getting our fire resist from? It's 2 from the amulet. Oh, 1 from the spear. Okay, I think we can drop our Ring of Fire. I don't think we need that. Cool. R poison, will +2, strength +3, slay +4. Why are there so many Randart rings in here? Holy. Okay, is this? We're getting R poison from our cloak currently. I mean, those are decent stats. There's some situation in the future where I might want that combination of stats. It's not right now because I want my source of resist negative, but someday. We'll keep that ring in mind. We'll just drop it here. We don't need it, but, you know, someday. So let's look at our resists from here. These look pretty good. Our lack of resist is in, or we have no resist in corrosion and electric. We get electric by wielding a weapon. Corrosion we can only get if we equip that one robe. But now we have regen, which is very helpful too. I think it combos nicely with Ev, because then we keep our health up multiple ways. Yeah, okay. We'll call the episode there. I think that's sufficient. We got through that little vault here. Oh, we forgot to do this part. There's a bear in there now. I don't remember there being a bear in there. Sure. Let's put on our armor. All right, very simple. It's really funny that that part was blocked off when it was much less dangerous than the end of this thing. All right, cool. That was Dungeon 12. We should maybe get Invo to, like, 13. I just want to make, like, Divine Vigor somewhat reliable. I don't want to have to cast it multiple... Well, it's not that big of a deal. Because the best way to use this, right, is before the fight starts, because it's increasing your max health and magic. So you want to have the health, your current health, to be high, so that you stay high current health once you use this. If you use it towards the end of the fight, you're not very happy. So, like, I feel like, you know, you can spend a couple turns casting this at the start, so maybe that's not such a big deal. I do like training fighting up to, like, 15. Get dodging up to, like, 12. And then maybe we could start on shields. Or maybe it makes sense to just start on shields right now because we have such a good shield to work to. Maybe. Then we can switch out our rings, potentially. We don't need the double fire resist on the ring. Anyway. A lot of inventory this episode, but we seem to be making good progress. Thank you for watching.